Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm trying to collect. Alert 3.
36 power.
Alert 3.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, echo. 49, Mike, 49.
From the 41, Trubisky. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Finding Gabriel, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
I can't believe that you play. I can't believe that.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 19 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important. And they've done that in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Crunch time, defense.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Penny, a first down carry. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
It's caught. Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go, team.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Go.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The 6-yard line.
Stay with your man. Further.
They'll run with Smallwood. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Now he'll escape to his left. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Smallwood on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
58, come on. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Come on, that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run with Davis, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Hey, over.
They go play action. Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Davis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the draw, this is Davis. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Play action. It's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Anthony Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Go 14. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, look at that. This one caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Trubisky will throw. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen with Davis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
They'll run forward with Montgomery, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to...
He's got it with the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check. Check hot route.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 3. He's coming. Double up.
On the carry, it's Davis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike, 49. Okay, alert.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Got it. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They'll toss it to Penny. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Wilson now operating from the gun. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now. It's Davis, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Davis now. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Alert, alert, alert. Check 3. 80 weapons. Hatchet, hatchet. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Davis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Davis will try to run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never